Welcome to Saturday Sports Extra. Football fever hits the gridiron as the second round of the high school playoffs heat up. 5 local teams still around to start the day, but we begin with a top 10 showdown at South Dakota State for SIU football. The Dogs could secure a share of the conference championship and automatic playoff berth with the win, and what a first half it was for the Salukis. Joe Alaria taking it in from 10 yards out for the TD. SIU up 10-zip like that. Then South Dakota State first and goal on the SIU 1. Third down, SIU stops the toss. Jackrabbits have to settle on a field goal, and that would prove big. Second quarter, more Jackrabbit miscues. Snap botched by South Dakota State's punter. So the ball spotted at the 5, and Paul McIntosh this time hooking up with his fullback John Good from 5 yards out. 17-3 SIU. Defense, another big performance from them. Lance Caldwell intercepts the pass, takes it 70 yards on the return to pay dirt. 24-3 SIU. Salukis led 27-3 at the half. Start of the third quarter now. McIntosh spreading the wealth around. Jeff Evans, the benefactor this time on the 40-yard TD reception. That makes it 34-3, and the Jackrabbits never in this game. Caldwell, another interception on the afternoon, this time in the red zone to end things as the Salukis win big, 34-15.
Next week we had to handle business and just take care of that. The big thing is that we had a playoff berth, but we want more than that.
Last year we had to share the conference title with Northern Iowa, and I didn't like that at all. I've been telling the players these last 2 weeks, basically it's my senior year, I don't want to share anything with anybody. We're going to be a greedy team.
And other Missouri Valley football scores: 11th ranked Northern Iowa downs Youngstown State, while Missouri State, who SIU plays next week, takes down Indiana State. And Western Illinois still looking for their first conference win, falling 25-7 today. Well, 5 local teams looking to capture that playoff magic into the quarterfinals. A slew of second-round games, and we start in 5A, where Marion hosted Peoria-Richwoods. Battle of 9-1 teams. Wildcats riding a 6-game winning streak into this one. Early in the first quarter, Peoria driving from their own 47. Tevin Hicks on the carry, but the ball pops loose. Marion's Joe Lance recovers the fumble for the Cats, but Marion couldn't capitalize after a missed field goal. And this game, a defensive battle until a minute and a half to go in the half. Sacked Irwin on 2nd and goal, takes it in from 9 yards out. Marion up 7-0 at the half. And the Wildcats defense playing stellar into the third quarter. Colin Solner with the takeaway, and he takes it all the way to pay dirt for a 14-0 Marion lead in this ball game. But a switch at QB sparked the Knights. Later in the third quarter, cuts it to a 1 TD game when Tevin Hicks takes it in. 14-7, Wildcats still up, but Richwoods' Nate Taylor orchestrated a dramatic second half comeback on the play action, airing it out to his tight end Peter Cunningham, and that would set up the go-ahead score after the 2-point conversion was good. Peoria scores again late in the fourth for the 23-14 win.
This team has probably faced more adversity through the season than anybody else, from just injuries and illness and so forth, and we found ways to win every ball game, nearly every ball game, and tonight we just came up short. We didn't make enough plays, but it's been a great season, and I told the kids to reflect on that, not on one ball game.
And one other 5A score: Joliet Catholic ends Cahokia season 35-12, while top seed Rochester runs over Mount Carmel in 4A 42-14. To the 3A ranks, 9-1 Quoin with a tough test against unbeaten Tolono. Unity striking first. Dylan Sturgeon on the QB keeper. A 4-yard run makes it 7-0 Rockets early. And trailing 14-0, Aaron Smith in for the 5-yard plunge to cut the lead in half. But later in the second, Matt Franks finding the end zone for Tolono. That puts Unity up 21-7. That was the halftime score. Now Martin and the Indians were certainly searching for answers in the second half. In the third, it's Franks again, this time with the 7-yard scamper to make it 28-7. The Indians defense was struggling without David Rose, who suffered an ankle injury in the first half. And I think you get the point. It's Sturgeon with a TD pass to cap the game for the Rockets. They go on to win it easily, 47-7. Well, elsewhere in 3A, 7th seed Auburn visiting Nashville, winner to play Tolono. This game was such a classic. We have to start in the fourth. Auburn with the ball down 7 when quarterback Michael Bates connects with receiver Tavell Hammer for the score. And this one was headed for overtime. In the OT now, Auburn would go first on offense and would come up big. Bates hits a wide open Forrest break in the end zone, so Nashville would need a touchdown and the extra point to send this to a second overtime. And the Hornets would do just that. Off the play fake, Brady Hari would find his tight end Craig Dahlman wide open in the flat. He would walk in, he was so wide open, so to double overtime we would go. The Hornets would go on offense first and waste no time. On their first play, it's Gannon Mammal, who head coach Matt Gajewski said was only about 60% for this game and shouldn't even have played. He scores the go-ahead touchdown, putting all the pressure on the Trojan offense. It would all come down to this play. A 4th and goal. Bates rolls to his left, throws it up for grabs, and it falls to the turf harmlessly. The clock has not yet struck midnight for the Cinderella as Nashville gets their 2nd straight upset, winning a thriller in double overtime, 48-41.
We've been the underdog both games now, and it just doesn't bother us. We just know that they don't think we're going to win, and they look past us, and they shouldn't look past us now. No one should after this win. It's undescribable. I mean, this is just by far the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
It's great for everybody. Now we get another home game to let the people, get more excited and let the momentum carry us.
Meanwhile, AJ on the road at Pana. AJ could not have gotten off to a worse start. Second play from scrimmage, J.R. Woodward with the errant pitch. Jesse Wicks scoops it up, takes it 25 yards for the TD. 7-0 Panthers, 44 seconds in. Wildcats answered, though. 6.5-minute drive capped by Jordan Chamness's 2-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion gave AJ an 8-7 lead. And next possession, it's Woodward on the keeper. And I think you know how this thing's going to end. He is off to the races, 78 yards for the score, 15-7. AJ was 22-13 AJ at the half. Now let's take you to the 4th quarter, 29-21 AJ leading until Cody McLaughlin finding Jake Cutler for the 12-yard TD. The 2-pointer tied it at 29, and with a minute to play, Pana went to the bag of tricks. Philip Arnold on the reverse pass finds Cutler for a 39-yard gain, taking it all the way down to the 2-yard line. And the very next play then, the big Allen Handy takes it in for the game-winning score as AJ's season comes to an end, 36-29. And undefeated and top seed Greenville traveling to the train yard today to take on Fairfield. And this game, all mules early. First quarter, Fairfield's Matt Brown with the 35-yard run to the house, putting the mules on the board at 6-0. Then Brown again had the running game going out there, breaking off a 40-yard run, getting it just shy of the TD at the end of the first. And at the beginning of the second quarter, Andrew Atterbury would finish things off with a QB keeper, 12-0 Fairfield. But Greenville coming back. Comets going to the air. Michael Kripe, a 40-yard reception to move the chains. And Colin File, 25-yard TD reception. Greenville going to come from behind for the 29-21 win. Well, it's already been a record-setting season for Murphysboro volleyball. After claiming their first sectional title on Thursday night, the Red Devils have already hit a school record 34 wins and counting. Tonight, taking on the defending state champs in Freeburg at the Super Sectionals. Red Devils looking to avenge an earlier season loss to the defending state champs, and Murphysboro struggling early. But the Red Devils tried to rally. Jessica Whitehead with the hammer, but Freeburg still led 17-10 game one. Game point now, Chelsea Hammert with the kill. Freeburg took the opener 25-16. And now for game two, more of the same. Colleen Yarbrough laying the hammer. Lady Midgets up 20-11. And the Red Devils tried to rally. Whitehead finding the back corner, cutting it to 23-17. Finally giving the Murphy faithful something to cheer about. But on match point, Whitehead hits it long, and Freeburg is headed back to the state semifinal. The Red Devils finished their best season in school history at 34-4, but fall tonight in straight sets, 25-16, 25-17. To Peoria and the state cross-country championship start in 2A girls. Mount Vernon takes 11th as a team behind Margot Richardson's second place finish. Teammate Stephanie Moder came in 26th, while Carbondale's Lacey Gibson finished 47th. And more results for you in 1A girls. Sparta takes 15th as a team, paced by Allie Eggemeyer's 18th place showing. Caitlin Shutt of Benton finishes 39th. Nashville's Brandon Malik is 71st, or Brandy Malik rather, and Weber's Mallory Bergbauer is 77th. And 1A boys, Sparta finishes 12th as a team, led by Wade Reeves' 28th place showing. Fairfield's Bryant Simpson is the top local finisher, taking 11th, while Kiefer Heyman of Nashville is 24th, and Benton's Dylan Hartley is 26th. And former SIU assistant Ronnie Watson getting a warm welcome tonight from Saluki fans today in the Dogs' final exhibition. Early first half, big Gene Teague with a nice spin move inside for two. Saluki's down 7-4, but later John Freeman turning up the D with the steal and the slams The Screaming Eagles still up, though, 10-8. They would go into the half with a 33-29 lead. Second half action now. Tyrone Bradshaw for the dunk. USI up by 10 at one point, but SIU battling back. Kevin Dillard finding Nick Evans on the alley-oop. SIU down 10. Jamar Smith, though, a big game for Southern Indiana. Drains the tray. He had 24 on the night. SIU down 2, but the Dogs hit 2 free throws to tie, now under 10 to play. Dillard taking it to the tin. He misses, but Nick Evans with the tip-in at the buzzer for the win, 71-69.
I'm pleased with our effort in the last 5 minutes of the game, but before that, we were out-coached, out-played, out-tough, and it showed. And, we got to be better than that. We can't allow whether we make a shot or not, depending on how we play.
Well, that is going to do it for Saturday Sports Extra. Don't forget NASCAR Countdown from Texas tomorrow right here on ABC starting at 1:30. I'll see you back here tomorrow night at 10. Until then, good night.